We had been begging for this since years, and the asphalt gods have finally graced us and answered our prayers with their sweet, sticky nectar. If you don't know what that means, recently with the latest update, Asphalt is introducing cars that will be a lot easier to unlock. Now, to get into details of what I mean with that, Muttley, who is the senior community manager at Asphalt, recently announced the team's plans regarding game progression on their official Discord. He goes over in the post by saying some of our most eagle-eyed legends have already noticed the Ford Mark IV only requires 25 blueprints to unlock. To shed some light on this, yes, we are changing the blueprint requirements in order to upgrade cars. For this update, we will be bringing this new blueprint progression for 3 cars: the Ford GT Mark IV, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, and the Toyota GR Supra. The progression to unlock each star is listed below. As you can see, compared to our previous system, we want to offer a much easier unlock requirement for cars moving forward, and to weigh the progression more towards maxing the car. We hope that these changes will allow our players to get a much easier access to unlock new cars and to help them grow their garages further, while also offering a more natural progression towards maxing cars in our events and future reruns. You can expect this to be applied to new cars in future updates, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts on these changes to Discord. Now, this is a pretty good thing in my opinion, and that's because in the past, the game devs increased the blueprint requirements of cars as a balancing measure. Now, this was in response to all the exploits that existed related to car progression back in the day. Over time, these exploits were patched and fixed, but the cars that came with every single update still costed a lot more tokens and blueprints to unlock and max. To explain this with an example, a car like the Chevrolet Corvette GS costs a total of just 105 blueprints to go from 0 to max. A car that compares nicely with the Grand Sport is the Aston Martin Vantage. But the catch here is that Vantage takes 162 blueprints to go from 0 to max. This, in my opinion, is a significant difference. If you look at it from a progression and value standpoint, the Corvette GS offers a lot better value as compared to the GT12. And that's because it is a lot easier to unlock and max, while performing similar to the GT12. Now, why does this difference exist? Like I said at first, this was in response to all the exploits that existed back in the day. But one more reason is that the Grand Sport is a car that was in the game prior to these changes, and the GT12 was introduced after these changes. Now, there are many more examples like this. If you already are aware of those examples, I would really love to hear them, and I would really like if you could put them in the comment section. Now, getting back to the post by Muttley, we can see that 3 of the new cars in this update have blueprint requirements that are a lot less as compared to cars around their rank. Now, I feel that it's going to increase the value of these 3 cars by a lot. That's just because if a car is easier to unlock, as a result, I have to spend less tokens on it to upgrade it, and I end up with a car that has a lot better value as compared to cars around it. Now, I personally feel that these changes should have been introduced years ago, and honestly, it would have made progression for players like myself a lot easier than it was. Anyways, what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below, and I just wanted to talk about it. See ya.